must have hit some other setting or something because it was all fucked up. It looks like it's working normal now. What a joke. That was so irritating. All I could see was it was a little bubble that had me in it, and it looked like it was live maybe. And then up here it said offline. And I tried to turn it off, and it said in stream. I'm like, am I streaming? I couldn't see a chat or anything. I don't know. No. It said somebody was there, but it was all fucked up. I checked the settings, and there's nothing that was visibly different than what I normally do, but it was all fucked up. Or some fucked up shit. All right, I'm over it. So you think you can tell everything else? Blue skies from rain. Can you tell you feel from a cold steel rain? A smile from a bed. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you a tree? Your heroes for gold. Hard ashes for trees. Hard air for cool breeze. Cold comfort for change. And you exchange. And walk on part in the war. For a lead role in a cage. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to play Wish You Were Here, but that's all fucking jacked up. Playing like I'm a country fried fricassee fool. Anybody there yet? Somebody's there. Someone's lurking. People are working and people are lurking and people are smirking at me. 'Cause I've been circling around this same old town just trying to find out why it's me that's circling and not the sky. There's my poem. Is it good? Forever love, I love you. Good to see you. So nice to see you, forever love. Isn't it time for bed for you? It's late in the night, isn't it, over there? Well, you're like fucking. How many hours ahead are you? Are you ahead? Isn't that kind of weird? It's like fucking how time works like that. It's like you're ahead of. Am I like? You're like looking into the past, or is it the future that you're looking into? I can't tell which way we're going here. Are you in the nighttime already? So what happened today? Tell me about what happened today, because I haven't lived it yet. 2019, so what does that mean? 2019, that's towards the end of the day, right? Because it's only 24 hours in the day. I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me. I think in 12-hour segments. 2019, what does that mean? So 13 would be 1 o'clock. 14, 2 o'clock. 15, 3 o'clock, 16, 4 o'clock. I can't do math, I'm sorry. 17, 5 o'clock, 18, 6 o'clock, 19, 7 o'clock, 20, 8 o'clock. Yeah, see, I was right. It's about 8 o'clock, 8:30ish. So it's not that late. What, do you go to bed pretty early or something? Like, I just remember you saying you're about to go to bed when I was streaming around this time. My beard looks all flat and weird. Sorry, I keep fucking with it. I look like a fucking weirdo. That's why I don't look in the mirror that often. 8:30. Well, it's like the evening time to you. So you already lived today. I haven't lived today yet. What's going to happen today? Tell me what happened today. I haven't lived it yet. We're like cutting through time and space. We're bending space and time right now. So cool. So sciencey. I got the sun right in my eye. Sun's in my eye. That's a little better. Now I can't see myself so much. I'm not gonna like trip out on how my beard looks. It looks all flat, like I slept on it weird. All right, I'm gonna stop being self-conscious. I can't do this whole thing and be self-conscious. That's retarded. The birds are heckling me. Oh, shut up, dude. Just do your show. All right. What do you want to hear? Grocery shopping. Yeah, I gotta do that. I get my food stamp money tomorrow. Right before the end of the world. I get my food stamp money a day before the world ends. We're going into World War III come Monday. According to everybody. According to the mainstream news, basically. It's like they're fucking... You know why it's getting so much hype? This whole eclipse madness? Is because that day has been long prophesied by Aleister Crowley and the likes. It's like the black hole sun. You know that song by fucking... What is it? Like Soundgarden. I forget who did that. But that song's, black hole sun, won't you come, wash away the rain. I think they kind of yodel in that song a little bit. It's kind of, it's like a mid yodel. It's not all the way yodeling. It's like half yodel. Black hole sun. Well, it's all about this coming Monday. It's like this eclipse has like been long prophesied as being like the beginning of the end. I think you know how I feel about all that madness. I'm like, welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never-ending. Okay, welcome to the never-ending ending. Yeah, it's always ending and it's almost over again. It never ends, but it feels like it is. Just because it's about to fall apart. But we'll put it back together again. See that it was just another false alarm. No harm was done to anyone, even though we all thought we were gonna die. Looks like we're gonna be alright. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending and it's almost over again. Well, the beginning of the end game came and went, costing lives and life-saving science, brought on by our puppet government, who clearly has no shame. gonna come to a grinding halt. But if it does, well, it'll be their fault. Oh yeah, welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, and it's almost over again. Can't you tell that we're going to hell in a handbasket, my friend? Can't you see it's up to you and me to take that basket and have a picnic? Welcome to the never-ending ending. It's always ending, it's never ending. The never-ending ending. It's always ending, and it's almost over again. It's almost over again. Almost over again. Right when we thought it would end, it just keeps on going again. Going and going. Perhaps you'll never see the end. I guess it's kinda fun to pretend we will live to see it. But we'll always be glad when we see that it really didn't end. But something and something else began. And I suppose that when we die, we won't be there to see it. So we'll never really get to see the end. We might as well just keep on living. And so we will never see. We'll never see it. We will never see the end. We'll never see the end. Or will we? Nice and sunny, yes it is. And there's no chemtrails yet. We have a nice sunny blue sky with a chance of tic-tac-toe. That's what I say. And I don't say it happily. I mean, since when has it been okay to just crop dust the entire world with metal particulates? I never said okay to that. I never said that was all right. They don't have my fucking thumbs up on that one. I didn't put my stamp on that one at all, no. Nor did Sweden or apparently Mexico. There's a couple places that are like, no, no thanks. We don't want to be sprayed like bugs. Thanks anyways. Ridiculous, huh? Yeah, so this coming Monday is like, well, Aleister Crowley apparently made contact with, like Satan or whatever on April 8th, which is coming right up. 4/8. That was his day of contact, and he predicted this. Well, he knew about this particular eclipse that was going to be happening, and he apparently this whole thing has been all like part of the occult. This is a big occultic holiday coming up, or it's like a real. It's I mean, let me just go over what I've been fucking observing here. Where it's just been like I haven't really dove into the research on it yet. It's all been offered up to me. It's all basically right there for everyone to see. It's like we got this major eclipse coming through. And apparently, last time this eclipse came through, there was all those earthquakes. The Mississippi River flowed backwards. There was like tar balls shooting, like golf ball sized tar balls shooting out of the ground. There's fucking earthquake lights. Apparently, the lights in the air. It's like that. Apparently, they said it was from quartz crystals being squeezed by the earth, and it caused these weird earthquake lights. All kinds of weird reports, of like, anomalies like that. The river flowed backwards in Mississippi, and it's a big river. And, it was like, all hell was breaking loose basically last time this happened. This earth eclipse happened. But the earthquakes didn't happen like right when the eclipse happened, and then like within a few months, there was all these earthquakes that happened right along the fault line that's right underneath the path of the eclipse. It's kind of interesting how that is. And like, so it's just weird how that's been like sort of the undertone of this whole thing. It's like people are expecting this earthquake to correspond with it. Even on the news, Fox News, I saw somebody show a clip where it's like, I forget what channel I was watching that showed that, but it was like they were talking about the earthquakes that happened in New York or New Jersey or whatever. They're like, yeah, it's strange, blah 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 blah. And they're like, that's whatever. I forget how they were just using typical like newscaster like jargon. Well, that's nothing compared to we have this the earthquake coming this they're like, we have this earthquake coming on Monday, on the eclipse. That's going to be like nothing compared to the earthquake we're going to see on Monday with this eclipse. They just reported it like it was a fact that we're going to have an earthquake on Monday. It's like, wait a second, that's part of the news report now, right? Having an earthquake. They delivered it like that. I was like, oh yeah, well, we're going to be seeing even a bigger earthquake this Monday, or I forget how they phrased it. It's like, but it's like they just reported it as though it was like an understood fact that we're going to have an earthquake, coinciding with the eclipse. It was like, I didn't get to see any more than just that one clip. I don't know what context. I mean, if he was all, oh, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I didn't get to see what he said after that, but kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, there's all that stuff. And then there's the devil's comet that apparently is going to be visible because it's going to get dark, for a while. And then the stars are going to come out. And apparently we'll be able to see the devil's comet during this, And that's just the tip of the iceberg. And this is also Aleister Crowley's predicted day of like, Armageddon or some shit, and it's like in Israel they have that, they're doing that sacrificing of the red heifers, they're like trying to, they're like forcing prophecy to, they're like the Bible, all points to this. It's like all this significant happenings. There's like CERN is like firing off their fucking bullshit on the same day. NASA's launching 3 rockets, up at the same time as the eclipse. There's fucking Aleister Crowley and all the cult bullshit that's all this fucking prophecy that towards the same day, this coming Monday. And we got all the counties and along the fault, all the counties along the line of the eclipse, the path of totality or whatever, are all declaring emergencies. It's all been declared already. It's going to be an emergency apparently because they've all declared emergencies, state of emergency. So basically all laws are like fucking void at that point. So it's going to just be like, a really interesting time to be witnessing and paying attention to what's going on. I mean, the reason this is getting so much fucking hype is because of the occult aspect of it. I mean, because, that's who runs the media, It's like whenever the media is just saturated with a certain topic, like, Kobe Bryant dies or whatever that guy, basketball player died right during the COVID bullshit. It's like the whole world was all just grieving. This is like every fucking thing. That's all anybody talked about. I was like, oh my God, shut up. And then it was like fucking, George Floyd and all these. When the media becomes saturated with something, it's because it's part of it's part of the program. It's like it's already part of the show. and that's what this eclipse thing is. It's like it's saturated the media. It's like it's part of the show. I mean, granted, I don't believe they can. I don't think that the eclipse is something that we are doing, but it's like they're jumping on board the eclipse as it being like this. I mean, it's a big ritual they're performing. That's as far as I've been able to gather. It's like, and it's like they want to harness like people's powers of manifestation. When they put they saturate the media with something, they're harnessing your mind. They know there's more than just the physical. There's the metaphysical thing. They're like, when everybody thinks there's a pandemic, it's like they're using people's minds to like manifest things. They get in your head and they fucking. That's why I was so adamantly not playing along with all that shit when it happened in 2020 fucking scam. I'm like, no, man, I'm not gonna play this game. I'm not gonna fucking I'm not gonna will this into reality. I'm not gonna like fucking allow it. I'm not. I just was adamantly refusing it on every fucking front. I wouldn't test. I wouldn't mask. I wouldn't let my kid get masked or test or jabbed or anything. It's not happening. I'm not gonna fucking cave in. It's just like I feel what's going on here is it's a very dark agenda that's unfolding, and like I'm not okay with it. Nobody should be, but yeah, everyone thought I was stupid and crazy, but all the people around here, oh my god, it's so dangerous. I was wearing my shirt that said control group. Like, I'm not part of your experiment. I'm not playing in it. I'm not playing pretend with you guys, sorry. But yeah, I mean, it's like right now with this whole thing, it's like they're harnessing people's manifestation powers by like putting it in everyone's head. This is gonna be, there's something big about to happen. The never-ending ending. The world's gonna end. I mean, how many times have I been through this in my life? Well, we had like the Y2K thing. That was a big hype, big scare. Then we had like 2012. Everyone thought the world's going to end then because the Mayan calendar ends there or something. Or just having a calendar end doesn't really like put fear in my heart. It's like, well, that's just calendars are like a cycle, right? So it's like that's where it ends and then it starts again, right? Why is that so scary? I'm sure I'm misinterpreting what the whole hype was, but everybody thought the world was going to end in 2012 and it didn't end. And then, I don't know. There's always like some end of the world day coming, It's like, but this April 8th is like one of those days, and it's really like, it's hyped up, big time. Fucking don't buy that hype. That's what Dr. Bass is here to say. Run against the grain. That's what I do. Not always the best advice, but that's just what I do. I'm Dr. Bass. I can't help it. Been running against the grain ever since the day I came along. Yeah, when you run against the grain, it causes friction, and that friction really starts to burn. And when it burns, what's gonna happen next. That's when the place is going up in flames. my knees. And you run against the grain, it causes friction, and you know that friction really starts to burn. When it burns, you know what's gonna happen. That's when this place is going up in flames at the end of the game. End of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the shadows for sure during the eclipse because that's just cool, man. You get all the little miniature little eclipse shadows. Fucking rad. There's some things about the eclipse, man. It's like, have you heard about the eclipse breeze? It's like there's a breeze that happens with the eclipse. It's the corresponding little breeze is faint. I think it's like an ether wind. I mean, I think there's some shit that happens. It's like that's like electromagnetic and you know, it's some electromagnetic quality that's switched up. It's this whole realm is electrical. You know, I mean, obviously we have an electric field we live in. Yep. And so I think the eclipse is just part of the cycle that's like perpetuating this whole thing that we. It's all part of the balance, you know. And these occultic fucking assholes that know how to fucking harness some of the fucking, you know, the like metaphysical shit and like manipulate things to their desires. But I think we don't have to play along with it, you know. And I think in a lot of ways we do without even realizing it, you know. But I think it's like I think when you realize what they're doing, that steals a lot of the power right away, just right from the gate. And the second that you realize what they're doing, a whole bunch of the power they're sucking from you just fucking just drained right out. They don't have it really. It's like you're still participating in society, and there's probably some on some level you're helping it bring along because it's like because of your negative, you know, because it's almost like it needs to have dissenters, you know, like to balance it out or something. But it's almost like they want certain people to notice it. It's like it's kind of hard to not be part of it in that sense, you know. It's like it's irritating. I don't know about making any sense, but like it's like, you know, the revelation of the method, you know, or like they let you know what's happening ahead of time. And it's like it's not because they're trying to lighten their karmic load. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more like they're trying to get us to manifest the shit, you know, with our minds. They're trying to seed that idea, you know. There might be something about their karmic load too. I mean, but that's like they don't. I don't know if they operate under the same, like they're different. They're different creatures altogether. I don't know if they even die. They just jump from body to body. I'm getting out there, aren't I? They just don't operate the same. They don't think the same way. The people that are in power, they're just dark. They got something else controlling their decisions they're making, the things that they're conducting. It's so antithetical to life. I mean, it really is. It's like, what's going on here, man? Who's really running the show? I'd kind of like to know, or maybe I already do. Saddle bum, saddle up. You know what? You can saddle up and travel light, but can you travel up and satellite? Things to think about. Yeah, them controllers, man. You know, the thing is about these control freaks, they're always out of control. Control freaks are always out of control. It's like that's when you just obsess over something, that's when you lose it, you know? It's like the stark contrast of like when you're just like obsessing over something, it becomes like you sort of end up getting the opposite result. That, or I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my train of thought here. It's like when I'm missing something, I'm trying to find it. I can't, and I'll say it out loud. I'll be like, I can't find it because I'm looking for it, and that means something to me. That's actually that's the problem right there. I can't find it because I'm looking for it. I'm just bass backwards, man. The second I stop looking for it, oh, there it is. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it doesn't make any sense. That's why it makes sense. Does that make sense? Nope. Good. Okay. That's what I'm shooting for. Oh, listen to me go. Sounded weird. Those are weird chords. Don't really go together. Sometimes that works. Sometimes because it doesn't work, it works. Sometimes it doesn't work, and so it works. Other time it just plain doesn't work, no matter how much you think it works. It just doesn't work. Shut up. Just shut up, Dr. Bass. You're losing it. You're fucking losing it. All right. Got some songs. It took 15 minutes for the town to burn down. 15 minutes to clear the fuck out. 15 minutes to put up a fence around it. Now the feds and the FBI, they're all along for the ride. Make sure that no one gets inside. It's 15 minutes, boy, it ain't pretty. 15 minutes getting down to the nitty gritty, making way for a 15-minute city. I don't know. I gotta go put a band-aid on my finger. It's fucked up. Will you guys please hang out for a minute? I'm just going in the house, get a band-aid. I'll bring you with me. I'm so scared you're gonna leave. So scared. I'm so scared. Don't leave, please. I promise I'll start making sense. I'll stop saying ridiculous things that don't make sense. And then telling you it makes sense because it doesn't make sense. Elon Musk today discovered that there was no God. He proved there's no God. The science shows it. So we're just going to have to go ahead and collect all your Bibles and close down all the churches. And you can't believe in God anymore because Elon Musk today, he proved there's no God. Just kidding. Like people that want proof of God. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know how much shit you're taking for granted right now when you say something stupid like that? Oh yeah, we just evolved out of lifeless space debris. That's what happened. It's like, that sounds more likely to be the case to some people. It's like, well, yeah, if you're just materialistic, I mean, but don't you realize there's something other than the material going on here? It's like, your consciousness doesn't account for anything. You think that all our senses would have evolved out of just nothing for no real fucking reason? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. For all our senses, our vision, our, all the things that we're made of, like, it's so complex. You don't think there's any intelligent design involved there? Man, talk about being ungrateful. What the fuck? It's offending. It pisses me off. I'm like, man, if I was God, I'd be mad. But the thing is, God, I don't think God gets mad. I mean, if he does, then that's just like a weakness. I don't think God's weak at all. The umbrella of love. Every other emotion falls underneath it. I don't think God is jealous or angry or just like, I mean, I guess you could say on one hand that like everything happens on God's watch, like even the bad things. But I think that's what free will is. I mean, it's like that's all full spectrum. I mean, we could go dark if we want to, but the results aren't desirable. It's like that's part of free will. I guess that's where the Freemasons is such saying was like there's no good and there's no bad. It's just like, well, I don't know. I don't really want to. I can't put my stamp of approval on that idea. I think there is good and there is bad, and I don't prefer the bad. I guess you could make the argument we need to have some bad in order to appreciate the good or whatever, but I just think that if we got rid of all these fallen angel fucking Nephilim fucking offs, I'd be like a lot happier. It's like there really is two different types of people. There's these people, and then there's these like fucking monsters that look like people, kind of. They kind of like have the same shape of a person, but they're just completely different. The way they work, the way they fucking function in their head, their headspace is just like totally different than the way we all think. It's like I don't wish ill on anybody, I don't want to hurt anyone. It's like that's how most people are, Then there's other people that are like, like we need to reduce the population. What the fuck? I'm gonna go stick a needle in everyone's arm, everyone on the earth. Like who in the fuck? That's not something anybody like me or anybody like you would ever fucking think of as being like a viable idea. Oh, we gotta get everybody injected with something that we're gonna drum up here. It's like there's gonna be some reason why we're gonna need to stick a needle in everybody's arm. I'm gonna vaccinate everybody in the world against what? For what?